The US-Israel-Iran conflict entered its fourth week. Washington and Tehran seem to be sending contradictory signals on the war. Welcome everyone, this is Ai-nalysis. Today, let's take a closer look at the war in Iran. It began with lightning decapitation strikes against Iran, aimed at quick victory. But is it now turning into a full-scale quagmire or nearing an end? The US president on Monday said very strong talks were underway with Iran, and therefore he has postponed strikes against Iran's power plants for 5 days. Iran has denied any dialogue with the US and said Washington's reversal is part of efforts to reduce energy prices and buy time to implement US military plans. What is the real truth? It's all blurred and murky. But one thing is clear, the US is under immense pressure. Speculation is mounting that it may be looking to pull back from the war. The US now finds itself caught between a rock and hard place. On the front line, Iran fights back with fierce determination. In the rear, domestic support is eroding and allies are distancing themselves. Worse, the conflict appears to be spiraling out of control, spreading from military to economic fronts, from regional to global crisis. The US is trapped in a dilemma, terrified of sinking into a war quagmire, yet unwilling to give up dominance in the Middle East, desperate to defeat Iran completely, yet reluctant to pay the price that would entail. Even if Washington seeks an off-ramp, it needs the other two parties, Iran and Israel, to be on the same page. Iran views this as an existential fight for national survival, and after repeated assassinations and heavy losses, how much trust does Iran still have left in negotiating with the US? Israel, meanwhile, is escalating strikes on Iran, which potentially blocks any easy way out for the US. Now, about 5,000 US Marines are heading toward the Middle East. Pentagon is weighing deployment of airborne troops to seize Karg Island, even though the idea has sparked internal pushback, with some saying it would essentially be giving Iran a bunch of hostages on an island that they could barrage with drones and missiles. 5 days will pass in the blink of an eye. For the markets, these will be critical trading days for crude oil and US stocks. For the military, these could well be used to get forces fully into position. Where will the 5 days take us? Time will tell.